Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and if you don't know me, my name's Kim and I create bespoke wedding bouquets. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create some flowers for your butterfly bouquet, which we're in the middle of creating. We got as far as creating the handle and ribboning the back, which I'm sure that I have actually done with you here on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to ribbon the rest of that off camera, but today I thought I would show you how I let's bring this down, how I actually draw these parts of flowers out to make this flower, which is peonies, and this is made with ordinary craft foam, okay, which you can buy on the high street here in the UK. Perhaps you can also buy it in other countries as well. So yeah, so I'm just going to draw around these shapes and show you how I curl them on the iron, okay, and then I will be back to show you how to assemble the flower, because basically I can only hold so many minutes of video on my phone, so these are really going to be in little parts. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these out, and if this does actually cut off, I will actually do another video as well. Okay, so I'm just doing this as I go along, and if you know how recording videos, what it's like, and the ins and outs of it, you'll know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, let's get this on here. Let's get this video on here, so I don't so that my viewers can see the next part of this project. Okay, so let's move this down a bit. So basically, while I'm cutting these out, I'm going to explain to you that what I actually do for this to create this flower is I draw these templates out on cardboard. So that's made by hand as well, and then I take a sharp cocktail stick or a wooden skewer or something with a pointed end, and then I indent the foam around by drawing around the template I've made. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to cut these out, and yeah, we're going to cut these out. So I was just having a look to see if I cut the sometimes what I'll do is I'll cut the petals inwards slightly, and I don't know if I need to do that for these or not. I don't think I need to do that for these. So yeah, I hope you like the colours. If you don't, you can create them in any colour you want, as long as you can get the craft foam for them. And this is the first time that I've actually done this bouquet with these particular flowers. Actually, the second time I've actually started to create it, okay, because I have actually done it, or I am in the middle of doing another one on Facebook with different flowers, and those flowers are the same ones as on the heart-shaped wedding bouquet that you would have seen in the last video where I did the reveal of the and also, you know, the one that the last project of the heart-shaped wedding bouquet, which is actually on here on my channel on YouTube. Sorry, it's trying to get the words out. You know when you know what you want to say but you just can't get your words out. So yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is, as I go along, I'm going to actually use the iron to actually curl these flowers, just so you can see how I make them, and to see whether I've got the shape right for it to curl in the way I want it to as well. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to just put this iron on. I'm going to move it over, and I'm just going to turn this around to maximum so that I can heat my so I can make this shape, the shape for my flower. Okay, so we will actually need, I'll explain this to you now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, maybe I think it's 4 or 5 layers for this flower, so 4 or 5 of these pieces to make this flower. Okay, so that's what we need, and so we're going to just put this onto our iron and just see whether this curls right in the way it's cut. Don't know if I've got to go in a bit on the petals, but I think it looks like it's going all right. So there we are. So that's that. And then basically, yeah, this is just ordinary craft foam, people. It's just really easy to get hold of. Okay, there we are. I think that's about right. There we go. And if you want those petals to curl inwards a bit more, what you can actually do is cut the petals down a bit further in between. Okay, so that's the first layer of your flower. Okay, so then I'm going to do the next one, and I'm going to cut that out. So you know how to do the first layer of your flower. We do all these the same. We just cut them all out the same, and that's what we do. So we're just cutting these out. And I believe in doing this real time, so you can really see how long these projects take, because I actually sell these products in my shop, and it's nice for people to know really how in real time how long these take, and also they can see more if I show them this in this manner, I think. Although I have got some time-lapse videos that I can show you as well. Okay, just starting out online and on YouTube, so bear with me with certain little things that might not be quite how you might want them. So yeah, so let me tell you why I first started to make these wedding bouquets. Basically, I'm a crafter and designer, and basically the reason why I started to do these bouquets was because I basically couldn't find the bouquet that I wanted online, and I didn't find anything that I really felt inspiring, because I just felt that I wanted something a bit different. Okay, so I looked everywhere to find something a little bit different, and in the end I just my family, my friends were all kind of encouraging me to create my own bouquet, so I created my own bouquet. One of the other problems I had when I was looking was that so I'm going to do this the same, was that I didn't know how these products were created, so I would be putting all my money into something that I wasn't sure I would like, which is why I've decided to set up this service where people can see me create these things live, so they can see exactly how these things are made, okay, and what they're going to be getting when they order them. Also, so that brides can also connect with me and learn the process and create the bouquets themselves, so they can have their dream wedding bouquet. So it doesn't need to be this one. They can connect with me and create something that they've always dreamed of creating, or they've always dreamed of having. So I create these bouquets with my brides and for them as well. So I hope that explains things. So I'm a wedding bouquet designer and crafter. Okay, so let me just repeat that. So I create bouquets with and for my brides. Okay, there we are. So that's your other piece. So what we're going to do as we do this is we're going to assemble our flower, and I might come back and do the next video after I've uploaded this one, but this is just to keep you going a bit. I like to do these little things short. So you need about 4 of these pieces to go inside one another, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and show you how to do I'll just do one more piece, I think. How long have we been on here? Only 8 minutes, so let's do a bit more. So I'll do a little bit more, and then I'll show you how to do the inside of the flower. The inside of the flower actually is just basically you can see there's a little stamen in there. You might be able to see that. And we do that on a long strip and put it inside the flower, stick it inside the flower, and then we're finished. So I might just be able to do all of this on here. And I'm going to make some, I'm not sure what colour I'm going to do on the outside of the wing and which one's on the inside, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one colour on the outside of the wings for the butterfly bouquet, and one colour for the inside. Okay, so it's just different colours, and I love my bright colours. You might not like bright colours. You could have pastel colours if you wanted to. You could just have it all white. It's really totally up to you, because like I say, always say, these products are bespoke. And if you follow the YouTube videos here, you can also create them yourself anyway. Okay, and I don't mind connecting with you also on online to show you how to create the bouquet of your dreams as well. So if you would like that, then you can actually contact me on my website, and if you fill in the form, I'll get back to you. Just put a little message if it's to do with online tutorials, and I'll get back to you on that as well. There's a message box where you can put a general message in. Okay, so right, I'm just going to turn that up again. So we've done 3 layers so far, and I'm just going to put that onto the iron again. Okay, and what I will do next is I'll show you how to do the inside of the flower. Okay, so we just want to put that on there. See, it doesn't really, I would recommend that you keep your iron on a low heat to begin with, and then as you get to know your iron and your materials, then you can maybe pump it up a bit and put it onto a higher heat. Okay, so that's what I recommend for your iron when you're doing these projects. Okay, it all depends like on your iron and the materials you use as to what temperature you put your iron on, your iron on. That explains it. So that's not going in as much as I'd like it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the outside. So it all depends on basically how much your flowers are forming as to where you put them, I think. Well, that's how I do it anyway. So we've got this lovely flower already, and you can just maybe scrunch that in a bit more, and I might be tempted to just put another layer inside there, but that's just how we create the outside. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the stamen, and the stamen we basically I can't find where's my ruler? Oh, there it is. So the stamen, basically what we do is we draw a line, and it can be like 1 centimetre wide. It doesn't have to be a specific width, but that's what I'm going to do for this one. 1 centimetre wide. I think that's enough. Doesn't need to be really tall stamen. Just mark it all the way along the edge of your foam. And like I said, if this cuts off, what I'll do is I'll come back and show you in the next part of this video. Okay, so then we just basically join the lines up like this. It doesn't have to be this long either, actually. I think I probably would make it a bit shorter than this. So you could probably use, I hope that sticker comes off, there's a sticker on the back. The only thing I don't like about Hobbycraft is they put stickers on the back of their products and then you can't use some of them. So right, so I'm just going to cut this strip off. So I've just indented the foam with a wooden skewer. If you want to know a bit, like I said, if you want to know a bit more about this project, just come and connect with me on my Facebook page. There'll be some other bits and pieces on there as well. So I'm going to cut that in half because I don't think we really need that really wide, and then we just basically cut like that along our strip. Okay, so cut vertical strips, so cut like that all the way along our strip. I'm just going to plug in my glue gun because that's not on yet. I'll turn that on. So we go all the way along as long as you want it to be, and if you really want your stamen to be quite wide, then when you curl it, because you're going to curl it into itself, then make it longer. Okay, so let's just do that. So I think, let's have a go. So you're going to actually heat that on the iron, and then what you're going to do is you're going to turn that, you're going to roll that, okay, inside itself and glue it as you're going along to make your flower. Okay, like that. And you can have it as big or as small as you want. And when I was talking about the width, what I meant was if you want it to be quite thick this way, then you would just make it longer. You just make this piece longer. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to cut that off. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up, and I'm going to take a shortcut here because I'm not actually going to glue this all the way along as I'm doing it. I'm just going to stick it onto the inside of my flower now, and then put the pieces together to show you a quicker way of doing this. Okay, so just going to basically, it's probably still hot actually, move this round a bit this way, and just basically put this on the iron just so that it kind of gets it a bit thinner, a little bit thinner. That makes it a little bit more easier to, gives it a bit more of a texture to it. You see what I mean? That side is done and this side isn't, so you can see the difference. So yeah, so I just do that all the way along just to give it more of a kind of texture to it. You don't have to do that. I just find it looks nicer if you do that. That's just my opinion. And then I roll it so that these pieces face outwards. Okay, it's getting a bit dark now. I think the sun's going in a bit. Just roll it into itself like that, and then your stamen will kind of face outwards. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll that all the way along, and I'm just going to glue that. I'm going to glue the end of that. Okay, so I kind of just, would you believe I've actually run out of glue on my glue gun? Let's put this glue in here. Just kind of just put some glue like that at the end, and I'm not going to bother to glue it all the way along. Sometimes I do that, but what I'm going to do is put the glue on the bottom, and that should hold it together. But normally I would glue it all the way along if it was for a specific wedding, but this is just to show you how to create it. Okay, this is a bit different. I'm also going to put this maybe as a display item in my shop. Okay, so this isn't really going to be for a commission, so there's a bit different then. It's a bit different. So we'll put that in the middle of our flower like that, and that will actually stay there anyway because it's all glued together. Okay, so like that. Okay, so it's gone a bit dark, isn't it? Okay, so then we're basically gonna, hope this isn't too dark for you. Should we bring this up a little bit? Well, I don't know, we'll take a chance on it. We'll take a chance. Okay, so then I'm just going to put my flower inside this one. So I'm going to put a piece of glue there like that, and I'm going to glue that onto there like that. Okay, so these are all different, and if you really want to cut these to curl inwards a bit more, and I might want to, you can actually cut them a bit more inwards. I think I might prefer it that way. So I might come back and show you how to do this again if I decide that I want the inside to be a bit more glued inwards, a little bit more, curled inwards a bit more. So it just basically, this is what this is going to look like. Okay, so you might want more layers on your flower, but that's how you make that. And let me show you how this is going to work before I disappear. Okay, so let's move this up just slightly so you can see what I'm doing. So we've got our bouquet, and this is how well it matches with our ribbon. And when we turn it around, we're going to have these on this side of the bouquet, and that's where you're going to put your flowers. I'm going to put them around the outside of the petals. Okay, so say that's another pink one, that one's going to go next to that one, and so on. So there we go. So we've got the next part of our project there. So thank you for watching this video, and I will be back. And if also, I just want to show you this. This is another project we're also doing on Facebook. So if you want to see a different, it done with different flowers, you can go on there and have a look at that. Okay, so we're just doing this on Facebook at the moment. So this is what it will all look like when it gets this far. Okay, all right then. So yeah, I will be back soon. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, don't forget to press a like, comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe also. Okay, thank you for everyone who's subscribed so far and have viewed my videos and liked them as well. Thank you very much. All right then, bye bye. Thank you. Bye.